Hello! I'm filming this and it's pretty late at night. So, DELAMORE update. The DELAMORE project is going ahead. The green light has been given from the DELAMORE. So now it's terrifying times where I've actually got to do this. So first step is, I think I'm going to do the plane first. I'm going to ignore the rest, ignore the hearts, ignore all that stuff, and just concentrate on the plane. So I will be going up to B&Q and getting them to cut the wood for me to the correct size, because I don't want to cut it myself. Pretty confident the plane's going to be fine. I'm more worried about the hearts than the plane for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. The plane is really just a big painting, and I've done many paintings. The hearts I'm more concerned about because it's cutting out a heart, and if you've ever tried just cutting out a heart with a pair of scissors, it's pretty difficult to get them exactly the same. And, you know, with paper, the best thing to do is you fold it in half and you cut one and then they're equal. Can't do that with wood. So this video is going to be getting the material, getting everything together. I'm going to do a test. Because I'm painting on wood, don't normally paint on wood, I'm going to do a paint test on this cabinet. It's just an old knackered thing. I want to test white acrylic, white spray, and emulsion, just to see the different textures once they're dry, if I can draw on with pencil, draw on with pen, etc. So first up, white acrylic, Galleria. See how this goes. So all this is really is to test, when it comes to actually doing the planes, how it's going to react to being used on wood, and how it's going to react to me, you know, drawing on top of it. I'm hoping I'm going to get away with using acrylic, because this will be the most watertight. If emulsion's the answer, I'm going to have to find a waterproof emulsion, if they do such a thing, and a good sealant. Emulsion, this is Crown. You can automatically see the difference. I don't know if you can on the camera. The biggest difference is this is much smoother, nowhere near as tacky. Now we're going to do the spray paint. This is Molotow. The biggest problem with spray paint is this. You got to shake the crap out of it, but it will be very waterproof. I think the white will cover the whole of the back of the plane, no matter what, to keep it watertight. As you can see, it covers it fine, but you use a lot more. There you go. So straight away, you can see the difference quite dramatically. The acrylic, slightly shiny, shows up the brush marks an awful lot, so I need to use quite a smooth brush. Covered quite quickly. The emulsion, you can see the brush marks again, and this would be it's quite chalky, but again, use a softer brush, should be okay. The spray paint, the coverage is nowhere near as strong as these two, but it won't be because it's spray paint, it's a much thinner layer, so it probably need multiple colours. And also, this white is nowhere near as white. If you compare it, there you go. Look at those two. I'll let that dry, and then we'll just do the test with the different pens and pencils and what have you, and see what happens. Okay, so the paint has dried, and you can see problems and good things. Spray paint, unbelievably smooth, but shining like a bastard. Look at the light shining off of that. I knew what the emulsion was going to do, because I use it all the time. Very chalky. And then the acrylic, yeah, very shiny. So let's just test. So first of all, be drawing with a pencil. So I know on this, it works absolutely fine. On the acrylic, not too bad. It's slipping a bit. Spray paint, not at all, not even picking it up. Can you see it? Yeah, the pencil does not work on the spray paint, it's too slippery. So that's no good. Now let's just try one on these paint pens. That's absolutely fine on that. Now the acrylic, try to find it a bit dry. Not too bad, a bit slippy, but pretty good. And now the spray paint. Perfect on the spray paint, absolutely perfect, beautiful in fact. Works best on the spray paint. So I think that means, to be honest, that I need to go for the one in the middle, which is this one. So this is the acrylic. The acrylic works okay with a paint pen and works not bad with pencil. This one works perfect with pencil, not great with pen. Spray paint doesn't work at all with pencil, works beautifully with the pen. So a bit of a black acrylic in here. So on here, absolutely fine. So this is on the emulsion, perfect. On acrylic, yeah, absolutely fine again. That acrylic's not quite dry, that's why you're seeing the white. And then acrylic on spray paint should be fine. Yeah, perfect. Damn it, so that's going to be fine. The paint's going to work on any of them. We're going to go with the acrylic paint. Prime them in emulsion and then do the main coat in acrylic. Hearts will definitely be in spray paint because it'll have the shine, which will be really nice. So there we go, paint test done. Sorting out materials. I'm just surrounded by art catalogues. It's been difficult because I'm trying, to keep the costs down. I want to not do this as cheap as possible. I mean, I could have done this a lot cheaper by buying really, Reeves and paint like that, but that would be really, really crap. And also because this is going to be outside. So what I'm doing now is sorting out the art material, the stuff I'm going to paint it with. I have gone to Great Art, which is a website. They are not my preferred supplier, but what Great Art have an advantage over is they have a massive selection. I mean, like ridiculous, to the point where their website is fucking awful. Great Art, if you ever watch this video, I know you relaunched your website with a new one, but maybe try again, because this one still crashes all the time. Come on, camera, focus. This is the white. I'm going to go for Chromacrawl, which I haven't used for years. It's a good paint, actually. A bit cheaper, a bit more studenty, but that's a stupid word, really. We've got 1.89 litres of white, which I'm not sure is going to be enough, but I think it's a good start. Then we have Galleria, my favourite one. 1 litre of Winsor & Newton Galleria Mars Black. So that's for painting thing. I think a litre should do it, again, maybe more. Then we have spray paint for the heart. I've gone for Traffic Red. I'm assuming that's going to be quite a bright red. I'm assuming it's going to be like a thing. I've ordered 4 of them. Then a white, which will be used for the back of the planes to seal it, because obviously spray paint is waterproof. Then we've got these 2 here. These are Molotow paint pens, 15mm nibs, quite fat ones. These will be for drawing, touching up, etc. I'm going to need some varnish, probably 3 or 4 cans of spray varnish. I'm not going to order that quite yet until I test out the paint and the weather and things like that. And I need some brushes. And yes, I very doubt that'll be enough red spray paint, but I thought, that's a good start. That's the shopping list. I'm just about to click order. Apparently I've saved £34.20p. Put my card details in, and that's the depressing bit. Time to get the timber. So I'm going to go and have a look at OSB and plywood and see which is better. OSB is a lot cheaper, but you can get 6mm ply for 20 quid, and 6mm may be okay. I was going to go for 9mm. Stumpy came up with a good idea, or found something called through bolts, which should be okay to attach to the wall. They're a bolt that you screw in and it expands. So I'm just figuring that out, and then some normal bolts, so I'm just figuring it all out. And then I'm going to go B&Q. I keep hoping it'll stop raining, but it's England, so it never does. B&Q, you can do when you B&Q it. Fucking raining a lot. I can't see, so I put my glasses on. And I'm talking to myself. And people are looking at me. Just ain't gonna be easy, is it? The furniture panel section. I don't want the furniture panel section. So, just back from B&Q. That took an awful long time. So, here's the shopping that's been done. I've gone for the OBS, is this called? The OBS opposed to the plywood. Why? This was about £12–13 cheaper a sheet. That's a hell of a difference. The plywood is smoother and this isn't as smooth, but I think once I put a few coats of acrylic paint over it, it's going to be smooth. So here we have that big back sheet is not being used for anything. These bits here will be the plane. So imagine the nose of the plane there. And that'll be attached to another bit which will be the body of the plane. That'll be 4. I've got some little offcuts which will be probably the hearts on them. These little bits here, might do some little hearts out of it. Then we've got these, which is to batten it. The plan was always to batten them together, but this wood on its own is very, very light. But as soon as you put them together, they're a bit heavier, so it might be a better option for drilling them individually to the wall, like a puzzle. So I'm just waiting for the art material to come and then get it underway. But tomorrow I shall start undercoating these guys. I need to dig out my roller. Anyway, so there you go. Shopping's all been done. Now on to the arty bit.